Like, if you are really that unhappy, leave.
To the left, to the left.
Everything you want.
In the house to the left. In the closet. That's
Yo, what's wrong with us? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. To those of you who are new, I'm Queen. This is my friend Mariah. She's also another YouTuber. We're doing a video together today, guys. This has been long overdue.
Yes.
To those of you that have been following me for a while, you guys know that I made a dating in Charlotte video. And this is part 2. I did not want to do part 2 without her because she is a Charlotte native, and I also didn't want to do a part 2 without having someone else like here to give their opinion as well. And I thought, who would make a better guest than someone from Charlotte, so that people could think it's just not me because I'm not from here. So I'm gonna have all her information down below in the description box, so you guys be sure to subscribe to her channel, Mariah Soapbox. As well, you guys, everything that's in this video, you guys know I always put out a disclaimer. I know I've been missing for a little bit.
Yes.
The things that we're stating in this video are based off of our personal opinion and our personal experiences, so everybody's opinion and experience may vary. But we're not gonna prolong this any longer. We're just gonna get straight in the video. So the first thing I want to hit into is I feel like these guys that are here, they're like, and I know I'm just getting straight into it, I feel like overall they're like looking for someone to take care of them. And I think that that's weird. I'm not gonna say everyone, because like, if you watched the first video, or if you didn't, in the first video I stated, yes, there are a lot of entrepreneurs, there are a lot of successful men here, but then you also have those people that are like looking for someone to take care of them, or giving off that I'm the prize vibe or whatever, and it's weird to me or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you, or if you know, if you're married or whatever, of course I'm gonna, like, you know, treat my man good,
of course,
but
to get to that level.
I just feel like when you're like dating someone and getting to know them, like, treat me like, you know, like I'm supposed to be treated. Like, don't really act like you're doing me a favor. Like, it's just weird out here. I don't know. And I've never experienced this until I moved to Charlotte. And I just want to ask you, Mariah, what do you think? Like, do you feel like, I'm not gonna, like I said, not everybody, of course, but do you feel like you get that vibe, or the vibe of people feeling like, oh, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, what do you think?
So I'm gonna tell you guys, hi guys, I'm Mariah. So I'm a very traditional woman, right? I am from the South. My whole family is not from the South, but I am from the South, right? So I believe in traditional roles and traditional values. I'm the woman of the house. I feel like men are supposed to approach me, but I feel like roles have changed nowadays to where the men are the one that, you know, want the women to approach them or buy them drinks or do certain things, and it's really not what I like personally. And I feel like roles have changed, which is not good for women. I feel like a lot more women are single these days because they're not the one that, they are the approachers, the aggressors, the ones that are coming towards the men to talk to them, to say something to them. But I also feel like women have changed as well, to where they are the aggressors. The men expect them to be the ones that are talking to them, approaching them, holding it down, the city girl vibes, all of that. But it makes it harder for us, honestly, to intentionally date and find our husbands and men that we want to date that are quality for us to really take something serious.
I agree all the way. And I feel like a lot of people, when they meet me, they don't think that I'm like, because I'm independent, but I'm also independent, but I can also allow, I feel like, a man to be a man if you're not trying to lead me to the gutter. That. So, as long as you're not trying to lead me to the gutter, or you're not trying to like mess my life up, I'm all for allowing you to lead, or whatever the case may be.
What does leading look like?
I do feel like I'm traditional, because I don't have a problem like cooking, the cleaning, taking care of the house. I don't have an issue with that. But it's like, what are you doing?
I feel like you don't have an issue with, you know, taking that role. And like you said, the word leading, a lot of people, I'm trying to ask them, when you say you want to lead in the relationship or dating, what does that look like to you? And I feel like that role has changed too, because you want to lead, but where are you leading me to?
And I hate,
where are we going?
We're not going to the gutter. Well, I know I don't want to go to the gutter.
I don't want to go either.
And when I say the gutter, I'm not even speaking financially, because finding someone with money or running into someone with money, that's easy. And just because somebody has money doesn't mean that they're the best person for you, or they won't lead you in the gutter, or that it's going to be like this picture perfect situation.
Exactly.
So the financial part is not it, because like I said, you can meet those people, but it's just like the whole, what is it? I don't even know what it is, but I'm just speaking in Charlotte, these are things I noticed.
It's the roles are changing, y'all, and it's really sickening me, because it's like a lot to me. I know a lot of quality women, a lot of quality men, right? But why are they not connecting? What is the disconnect?
I don't know, but I'm confused. So what we're gonna get into next is we're gonna talk about also, since we're already on this, I'm gonna get into like the fact that I don't know if it's just like a Charlotte thing, or is this like a 2023 thing, but like dates. It's like, whatever happened to dates? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like people don't ask me out on dates, because they do.
Yes.
But it's just like that's standard. But I feel like since I've been living in Charlotte, it's not so standard. But I feel like when I meet certain people, they already know, okay, like if I want to talk to her, if I want a time of the day, I have to take her on a date. But it's not like they're like overall as a city that's the expectation, and it's weird to me, and I don't understand. It's crazy, because I used to live in Miami, and people think that Miami's horrible for dating, but it was actually better than Charlotte, which blows my mind. So what do you think?
I feel like the culture has shifted from dates to Netflix and chill. Like, when you first meet somebody, I feel like they're already ready for you to come to the house. Hey, you want to come to the house?
I don't want to come to your house. You might kill me.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm never coming to the house. Like,
I don't even know you yet.
I don't know you. I don't know your last name. I don't know your cousin. I don't know who your family is, what kind of cloth you come from. Like, what is that about? So for me, I am a strictly, you need to date me and court me properly for us to get to know each other, figure out our values, our love languages, what type of woman are you before I'm coming to the crib to do Netflix and chill. And I feel like the culture has shifted to a Netflix and chill generation and culture, to where people are accepting these Netflix and chill dates, to where it's trying to make it to where everybody should accept that and not date.
Netflix and chill isn't even, to me, a date until you're actually with your person
in a relationship.
Yeah, like I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, then you can make that cute and make it a date. But if you're just trying to get to know somebody and you just meet them, that is not a date.
It's not a date.
It's so irritating, and I feel like
it's free.
I don't know. I feel like where I'm from, instantly people aren't just inviting people to your house. I feel like that's like the real down south thing to do, because when I moved here or whatever, people are so open with like just letting people in their houses.
I know.
Weird. Like it's just weird or whatever, and I don't get it.
It's preliminary steps before you get to the house. Like, you shouldn't even trust me to come to your house for Netflix and chill, because as we know, things have happened to people to where, like, celebrities, to where they invite these young ladies to their home, and then things end up very bad. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. So I personally wouldn't do that. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talk about, but I do know.
They invite them to the house, and they don't ever leave the house because the boyfriend's waiting outside?
No, I don't know, but I know somebody else who's like a celebrity that I personally know, and like, yeah, some crazy
It's
stuff
like, y'all should even be mindful of letting people in your homes to do the Netflix and chill. So like, y'all, this is the thing. Dating does not have to be expensive. You could do ice cream dates, going to the park, but like a date, I feel like, is important to get to know somebody, right?
Yeah, I agree completely. The next one, guys, I'm gonna get into is, overall, I feel like in Charlotte that people are either married, annoying, and you can't even just look at people and say, oh, they look young, they're not married. No, the young ones are married too, because this is the South, and for some reason that's just what they do.
So they leave college.
And so it's like literally they literally get married earlier here. It's crazy. So you can't even be like, oh, and then the ring thing, oh, they're married every day, no ring. Or either they're not looking to settle down. It's not either married or not looking to settle down.
Or to play the field.
And I think that's weird.
I think it's very
weird.
It's extremely weird.
How do you feel? Do you feel like that's your experience that you've seen too?
I feel like my experiences have been very hard because I'm a very attractive woman. I make great money. You know, I've come from a good family. I have a good personality. I can do all the things that every desirable man would want. But I feel like the dating field has been so hard because, one, people don't value courting and getting to know people. Two, sex is very easy and affluent. It's easy to get. It's like exchanging Cash App numbers. It's like exchanging Instagrams. It comes automatically. And three, people do not see the purpose and intent behind marriage and the value and what it really could be. Come from a 2-parent household. Both parents are married. Grandparents are married. Everything, right? So I feel like that's the goal that I have. But I feel like society norms have shifted to where that's not the everyday norm. And it makes it harder for women like me to be able to get into a relationship with a man that is really intentionally for me and has a desire in my heart that I would want to connect to and create a household and a marriage.
You want to know what's so crazy though? Like, okay, so this other one that I want to get into is, so people are always telling me, like, I know you're not from Charlotte, so why don't you just date someone that's not from Charlotte? There's plenty of people moving there every day. So this is a funny thing. Most people that are moving to Charlotte move here with a girlfriend, a wife already,
or mistress.
Oh God, not the mistress, but something like that. And so they're already either involved with someone, and then they get here and they're trying to act like they're trying to explore options or whatever. Or, and I tell people this, and I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but I tell people this all the time. If he comes here and he's single, if you don't get him the first month that he's here, you might as well forget it. Because once he gets here, and he gets here, if he ends up dealing with someone and they set that tone or whatever, it's over. And honestly,
it's over.
The tone is crazy because I feel like it's so crazy because, in my opinion, and people can say what they want to say, but I consider myself a feminist. And I don't have a problem with that. That's what I am. I love supporting other women. I feel like I know like a lot of high value women.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. And they like settle just because dating is so bad here.
So bad.
And so it's like that, a mixture of that, or just people that don't know their worth. And so they're like settling for less than what they truly deserve.
Exactly.
And when that tone is set, the dude, even if wherever he's from or whatever, because in my opinion, I feel like northern men feel like, okay, when I date someone, I have to do this, I have to do that. And let me put that out there. I know not every man from up north.
Right.
Or whatever. And also just men from certain cities.
I've never dated a guy from down south until like recently.
Really?
All my guys have been from like Caribbean, clearly, or like from New York.
And that's my vibe. So it's like, or either Miami or up north, because you know I'm not from here. So it's like that or whatever. But I feel like when people set the tone and lower the standard, it makes the guy go, oh wow, I don't have to do what I used to do where I live, where I was at. It's like I could be on some other whatever, because these girls out here like, woo, like I could do whatever I want to do. So it's real bad, and it makes me like sad sometimes, because I'm like,
for sure,
girl, you're pretty. Girl, you got this going for you. Like, you don't have to settle. And for me or whatever, everybody always like, oh my God, I can't believe you're single or whatever.
They love saying that.
But I'm like, because I don't want to settle. And I'm honestly, where I'm at with everything is I don't even want to date here anymore. Like, I haven't,
like, my heart hurts when she says
I haven't given my number out for a minute here. And I'm not going to. I feel like my future husband is somewhere else, probably somewhere up north, for sure. And everybody can have their opinion on that or whatever, but that's just how I personally feel, and that's just what it is or whatever. So
I do feel like there are opportunities for you to date elsewhere. I do feel like Charlotte's a hard scene, but I feel like when you move back to Miami or somewhere else, you'll find someone that can fit who you are.
And I personally feel like Miami, if I was to like settle down, it would be somebody that was just there visiting, or they had a house there and they were just there, or a place or whatever, and they lived somewhere else. It probably wouldn't be a local, but I'm not gonna lie, when I was in Miami, I dated or whatever, and it was good experiences or whatever. It was really good. I mean, even if you and a person don't end up being like whatever, you still end up being friends. It's like, I feel like the men there, even though people have their own opinions about it, they value like pretty women, and it's just like, oh, like, I know, like, if I want to like deal with a pretty girl, like, this is what I have to do, and they're just nice. In my experience, they're nice.
Like, I just feel like here, either you dating or you not. Either you married or you not. Because it's the South. Like, either you married or you not, you dating or you not, you figuring out or you not. But in other areas of the world, you can date and then not work out.
Even if it's not, it doesn't end up being something. It's like you don't hate the person. Like, I feel like here, if it doesn't end up being something, you low-key hate them.
I don't like them at all.
Like, I don't even want no parts. Like, that's why I'm just like, I don't even want to date here no more.
No, it's hard, guys.
It's so annoying.
Help us, please.
And then it gets on my nerves too, or whatever, because I literally had a guy here tell me, because he's from North Carolina, another part, and he told me, he was like, your issue is because when guys meet you, they feel like you're like high maintenance and all of this or whatever, so they're prejudging. But the thing about it is, like, yes, I like nice things. Yes, I like luxury stuff or whatever.
Absolutely.
But I'm a real person, and it's not. It doesn't always have to be the most.
Right.
And I'm like fair. So
I
it's
feel like you and I can go high places, low places, and cross places. Like, my mom, she loves saying that. Like,
I'm a mix.
We can go to the White House. We can go to the we can go to any type of house, you know?
Yeah, it's so like I'm a mix. You know what I'm saying? I'm very down to earth. So I'm just like confused. But it's all good, because I've come to the conclusion that dating in Charlotte just ain't for me.
But you may have your Boaz here.
I call it the Charlotte way when they come here and switch it up. It's the Charlotte way for me. I said that in my last video. If y'all watched the last video, I call it the Charlotte way. Somebody was like, what is the Charlotte way?
The Charlotte way? What's the Charlotte way?
That's when they come here and see like, oh, I don't got to do what I used to do no more. Ooh, I'm on that wave. There it is.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a fact. Because you ain't got to spend the money like you used to. You ain't got to court like you used to. People think Netflix and chill is, oh my God, he asked me to go to his home and watch TV. Like, that's great.
And then I would say, like, the married men, it's like really crazy out here. Like,
they want to be single.
It's weird. It's like, why are you married if you still want to act like you're in the streets? Like, that's one thing. I'm not entertaining nobody married.
Nobody's husband.
That I just feel like it's disrespectful.
God might come get me.
It's crazy to me. And it's like, if you're really that unhappy, leave.
To the left, to the left.
Everything you want.
In the house to the left. In the closet.
Yo, what's wrong with us? But no, like, seriously, just leave. Yeah. Like, it's unfair to who you're with, and it's just crazy to me. But it's like weird to me because it's like a normal thing out here. And
y'all who accept it is wrong. Y'all who accept a man that's married is wrong.
I feel like it's crazy because they're so comfortable doing it out here. It's crazy to me.
It's unacceptable.
I just don't, and it's not right, and I'm just not with it. I mean, that's just how I feel. And it's just, to me, I feel like that's like the thing. And I feel like overall with out here, it's like when I meet somebody usually that's like high value or whatever, like a high value man, it's always like those type of people like that, or it's like an athlete that's like 21. It's like, so it's just so annoying. Like, it's like, I'm good. Like, I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying?
And you shouldn't even have time for that because you high value.
So, yeah. So, do you have anything else you'd like to add to that, Mariah?
I would like to add that I'm from Charlotte, born and raised. Two of my best friends are married, and they met their husbands in college. So, if you ain't meet your husband in college,
that's how I've been feeling lately.
It's really hard to happen, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's how I've been feeling lately.
Like the good crop here in Charlotte. If you're not from here and you haven't met your husband in college or met through a good friend, then it's really hard to find unless they coming from somewhere else to here. Like, it's hard. So, like, it's not like how it used to be with our parents. They met our parents, or people met, we met, at the jazz club or at the punch room at the, but no, it's just not the same. It's not gonna be the same, let's be honest here. Not even gonna lie to you, not selling false dreams. But I do have hope for people in finding their mate. You know, what do you feel about dating apps?
So, fun fact. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I did a video on my life as a matchmaker when I lived in Miami. So because I was an actual matchmaker for a company, I would not be into an app ever. I think it's weird, and that's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people do it, and I do not judge because I'm not that person. I'm an Aries. I don't be out here judging people. Live your best life.
Don't judge.
I don't. Unless you're doing crazy stuff to people, harmful and crazy stuff like that, I really don't care what you do. Live your best life. But it's just not for me.
Right.
It's just not for me. I did it professionally or whatever and match people up and stuff. So I just don't like it. And that's just my opinion. But I would never tell someone else, oh, don't do that. I think it's funny, actually.
I feel like it'd be hard for us as
I think
influencers
it's
to do
funny.
a dating app because y'all can find us if y'all crazy.
Yeah, it's weird or whatever. Even when I left whatever the dating service I was working for in Miami, when I left, the manager of the company was trying to get me to be like a participant and actually like date clients, and I was like, girl, these people are crazy. I ain't about to deal with it. I don't care how much money they got, because it was all like 6-figure people, millionaires. I'm like, girl, I'm good on that. I'm good.
We good for that.
I'm good.
No.
So yeah, but what I do want to do is I want to thank Mariah for coming on today and letting us know her perspective, because I know like in my past videos with Charlotte, I know you guys already know I'm not from here, so it's like, oh, like look at her dragging our city. It's not that. I think Charlotte is a beautiful place for people that have families, people that this is for. You work in the banking industry or whatever the case may be, but I don't particularly think it may be for me. But that's just what I would say, and I definitely feel like my future husband ain't here.
He's probably not.
He's not.
Mine ain't either. Every guy I met has been on a vacation. Every guy I dated has been on vacation.
That's really great. That's really
every
great.
relationship been a vacation besides like high school.
That's really great for you. That's great for you. That's great.
Yes.
So yeah, like that's just how I feel about everything, and I'm really grateful that she came on today so she could like express her experiences to you guys. This is like Charlotte native. So there you have it. So you guys don't forget to, you know, subscribe to her channel. Like I said, it'll be down in the description box. And guys, I really hope you really did enjoy this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Hasta luego.